Hello, and welcome back to Catalina's Spoken Symphony. Today I have two poems for you guys. First one is called A Brother's Life. Big D ruined my brother's life, and this is the truth, not a myth. He changed him into a person that I didn't grow up with. He was sent to the States, and there he met Big D. Years have passed, and he hasn't been back to greet me. The last time I saw him, he was as different as A is from Y. We recognized the changes. We just couldn't help him no matter how hard we tried. Big D changed my brother's mind, even his laughter, making him into a person that believed everybody was after. 9 years have passed, and my brother is nowhere to be found, not knowing if he has food to eat or if he's sleeping on a cold, hard ground. D messed up my brother's life. Why couldn't he find someone else to attack? But God is more powerful, and I know he will rescue him back. Don't give Big D that chance to hold you down. Stand up to him and let him be the one to walk away with a frown. D, drugs changed my brother, abandoning kids and a wife. Please don't give Big D a chance to enter your life. I wrote this when my oldest brother went missing. My dad sent him to the States. I grew up in the Virgin Islands, St. Croix, and my oldest brother, he was a troubled kid. So my dad sent him to the States to Job Corps. And we all know that he wasn't going to study because my oldest brother never had the drive to study or to go to school, or like it was just not his thing. So my dad thought that being like sending him away to Job Corps would have been the best thing for him. But there he encountered drugs and it changed him. So there was a point where he went missing for over a decade, over a decade, and we didn't know anything about him. We didn't know whether he was alive or not. And throughout that time, I just wrote poems about him or about the chance of seeing him again. And this was one of them, A Brother's Life, that I wrote when he was missing. We did find him years after we did find him, and we had a chance to bring him back to the Virgin Islands and be with him for a while, but then he wanted to go back again. But we're still in touch with him now, which is good, thank God. But A Brother's Life was one of the poems that I did when my brother was missing. I'm gonna read another one. It's called Home is Not Forever. This poem I wrote when I was 24 years old. I remember it because that's the day that I was leaving my parents' home to start my own life. So I remember this one clearly. It was when I was 24 years old, and it's called Home is Not Forever. My heart is breaking into pieces while tears stroll down my face. Man, who would have thought that after 24 years, I would be leaving this place? Yeah, I'm scared, but I still try to listen to that inner voice. But somehow I wish that things were different, though I am content with my choice. It will not be the same from here on out. But what the heck? This is what life is all about. I knew that at some point I would have to grow up and go my own way, but I never thought that that time would have been today. Even though your parents might say that the doors are open whenever, just remember that home is not forever. Like I said, I was 24 when I wrote this poem, and that was the day that I was leaving my parents' home. That is it for today. I will be back. Again, thank you so much for listening, for feeling, for walking the symphony with me. If today's reflection stirred something in your spirit, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share the light. Until next time, stay tender, stay tuned, and stay rooted in grace. This has been Catalina's Spoken Symphony, where every word is music. Bye bye.